Yo, what's up, everybody? Welcome to Jeff and Jeff. It's another edition of the award-winning show that is taking over YouTube one day at a time. If you're not sure of who provides this video, you should know Groggy Dog makes this whole thing happen. Are you a school? Are you a team? Are you looking to have a full-service print? Do you need branding? What is it that ultimately, Jeff, I'm knocking on the door. It's about prints. It's about screen printing. It's about embroidery. And it's about you guys providing the best customer service and the best business in this industry in the state of Texas. And if anybody wants to check you guys out, go to groggydogonline.com. There's there's a tour. There's all kinds of information. But the bottom line is, if you've been thinking about getting some print work done, T-shirts made, your school, your team, whatever the case may be, and you're looking to place an order and you're in the market for that, let Jeff and the group over at Groggy Dog hook you up. Mr. Bowerman.
One more thing, Catch. I do need to add to that, and I appreciate those kind words. We're Orange Bloods, right?
I was about to say, keep it in the family.
Keep it in the family. Yes.
The whole point of this is, like, if you're an Orange Blood looking and you don't quite know where to go, let Jeff take you there. Keep it in the family with amazing customer service. It's what they pride themselves on. Just like we pride ourselves on being right. We've mostly been right so far this season, Jeff. Every game, they come and they go, and we preview them and we give them our 5 things that we're looking for. And it's amazing how close these videos end up being to what plays out. I think about last week and what was it that we were looking for? We wanted more Quinn Ewers. We wanted a little bit less sloppiness. We wanted this team to find its mojo again. And lo and behold, in a blowout win against Florida, they did exactly that. Now there's this little thing of going on the road to Vietnam this weekend and taking care of business against an Arkansas team that will be out for blood.
Yeah, I mean, buckle up. I mean, you can, again, not to get sports cliche guy too much, but I mean, you can throw the records out the window.
You did it.
I did it. I've done it all week, but I'm trying not to. But and again, I'm really, really encouraged with where Texas is at, especially coming off that Florida game, with momentum and with several pieces moving in the right direction. But just anxious going up there, and I think it's post-Trump PTSD, from the last time we were there and got pushed around, and Hudson Card struggled, and Sark, had some harsh realities slap him in the face. But I feel like we're bringing it this year.
Texas owes Arkansas.
Yes.
Game. If we're being completely honest, they need to have their little bottoms spanked pretty hard by a Texas team that needs to bring the paddle to Fayetteville. It's that simple. Look, let's just jump into this. The number one thing you're looking for Saturday at 11 a.m. is what?
Stopping the run. Making Arkansas one-dimensional, making Green throw the ball, forcing him to make quick decisions, rush decisions, and get it out of his hands. Because if we can make them run-dimensional and put that pressure, put that onus on Green to deliver the ball, I think that plays into what might be our biggest strength this year, and that's the defensive secondary. So stop that run, make them one-dimensional, put it on Taylor Green.
Arkansas can't beat Texas if they don't run the ball really, really well. This is not an Arkansas team that
is equipped,
designed to match Texas throw for throw, pass for pass, strike for strike. They need to attempt to do what Vanderbilt did. And we can debate how effective Vanderbilt was. Ultimately, it's a 3-point game. I never felt like it was as close as that, but the remedies are somewhat similar. If you're Texas and you can get a lead and force Arkansas out of its comfort zone where they have to throw the ball, where they can't just lean on Jaquindon Jackson, and a really good rushing attack. That's what Arkansas does best, but it's a Texas team. This might be the best defense that Arkansas will have played all season long, although they did get a taste of Tennessee a little bit early in the season. So they've seen good defenses. In that game, they were able to keep Tennessee from really ever getting established on offense. That brings me, dude, you know what I'm going to say. What's the thing that I want to see? I need to see Quinn Ewers just show up and do what he did last weekend.
Yes.
Do what he did last weekend. If it's not going to be all over the field, Star Wars, deep throws, deep intermediate throws, then do what you do really, really well. I thought Texas did that last week. Was it a wildly different Quinn Ewers than we've seen in other weeks? Maybe not. Was it a much more effective? Did they do a better job of getting athletes in space to make plays after the catch? You would absolutely have to say yes. It's an Arkansas team that's been wretched against the pass.
Yeah, I think with Quinn, it's about finding that flow. You know what I mean? Like however that looks, what the defense can give you. But you saw it in the game against Florida. When he gets in that rhythm and gets in that flow, then he's delivering the ball on time. Then it's getting out of his hand. Then he's making the right read at the right time and putting the ball in playmakers' hands in space. So it's all about scheming up and finding that flow. And I'm encouraged with where he should be coming into this football game tomorrow morning.
I think Prize Picks listed his more or less at around 292. So the expectations are not that Quinn Ewers has a good game. I think the expectations are that Quinn lights Arkansas up, and I'm convinced if that happens, Ole Miss threw for 500 yards against these guys in Fayetteville.
Yeah.
They scored 60-plus points. It was over before it started. Texas can do the exact same thing. There's a part of me that thinks, I'm curious to see opening coin toss. If you win it,
take the ball
and just say, we like our script. We like what we have in place. We're going to score early and just it's pressure all day long. I think Sarkisian generally likes to defer. Most coaches do, but this is one of those games, and it backfired against Oklahoma, right?
Yes, because
I wonder if this is one of these games where everybody comes out jacked up, and maybe it takes a series or two to settle down. I think that would be Arkansas more so than Texas. That Texas should arrive in this game ready to deliver a performance as methodical as it needs to be. I think Arkansas is the one that comes into this with a lot of emotion. It's more of a rivalry game for them than it is for Texas. I think I'll tell you what, I'll just go ahead and take number 3 because we're kind of talking about it. Fast start.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. You took it from me. Yeah. But you see when Arkansas gets behind, how their game script changes, how their attack changes, how Green presses, how Pittman, how they know, they're up against it at that point, and that would play into Texas's favor. So yes, fast start, take the ball.
I mean, double-digit scoring in the first quarter. I'd like to see this team on pace for 40 points after 15 minutes. That means they need to do at least hit 10. And Steve Sarkisian's offenses, more times than not, are at their best early in games.
Yeah.
Before teams have had a chance to adjust, before they completely come off the script. Start fast. This is one of these games that if they don't start fast, that's how you get yourself into a 4-quarter game. But if you're Texas and you can force Arkansas to chase, then I think this ends up being a game that Texas wins pretty comfortably.
Yeah, if you let them hang around, and then you've got a battle and home field and run the ball. Jaquinda Jackson can make a difference, but if you can put them chasing the game early, that again will play into Texas's favor for sure.
I'd be so mad if I was Arkansas. This is an 11 a.m. game. This thing feels, if this is a 6:45 kickoff,
it feels 3-7 points. Yeah, it does.
Just feels like, now you're going into the Lions' den, where now it just feels like. And Texas has played well in 11 a.m. games so far this season. They've been you think about that Michigan game, you think about just last week, they've been very mature in playing early, which is typically, there's a reputation of teams sleepwalking in these early morning games. That has not been Texas. It kind of has been Arkansas. They've not been the king of the 11 a.m.s this morning or this week, this season. So I'm curious to see how both of these teams get off from the opening kickoff. If Texas starts fast, they really won't ever look back. If it's something less than that, then you can watch this video and be programmed ahead of time to go, if even if it's a 7-0 game at the end of the first quarter, I think if you're Arkansas, you'd take that all day long.
Yeah. Number 4,
all right, Jeff, I stole one of yours.
That's why I'm jumping in. Manage the emotions, right? Like, go in, understand that Texas is gonna play their game, their sets, their schemes. If they execute, they're a better football team than Arkansas. But again, the emotional piece, and I've heard so many people talking this week, whether it's Chance on the Outsiders or, Rod Babers, Derek Johnson, talking about the emotions of that place and that stadium and in the game against Arkansas. So it's important that Texas relies on their experience and their understanding of let's go out and stay here the whole game emotionally and let them be the ones that they hit the panic button and get frazzled.
I'd like to see Jaden Blue build off of last week.
Is this number 5, Blue? Well,
it'll be 5A. I'm going to give you the final word. I jumped in front of you and took 3.
Yeah, you did.
Changed up the dynamics of sorts of what we're doing. So it may be 5 things and a bonus thing.
Okay, that's good.
I'd like to see Jaden Blue. I think he's the best Texas running back. I think it's clear he got hurt against Michigan. Wasn't really the same player for a few weeks. We know he missed a game, had the fumble issues, which occurred at a time when he was trying to come back from an injury. I think in the last couple of weeks, we've seen him really, truly regain the explosiveness that we thought we would see. And the thing is, his target share all season long is enormous. It's just under, I think, 18% for the season,
which is crazy.
They're going to throw him the ball. He's going to get it in space. His ability, I think, to have a big game and to build off of last week and kind of reclaim what was his at the start of the season. And if you go back to that Michigan game, Jeff, he looked fantastic.
Yes.
Even after he got hurt, he came back into that game. He made a guy miss in space and had a 25, 30-yard reception in that game that just was tantalizing from a what he can give this offense standpoint. My things are all on offense this week because I really think the Texas defense is going to dominate Arkansas. They're not going to give up a lot of points. This game is close, Jeff. If Arkansas makes Texas, from a score standpoint, come to their side in the 20s, more so than if Texas is scoring points for fun, Arkansas just won't keep up.
Yeah. No, there's some stills and some videos, some cut-ups of Blue making guys miss in the open field from the Florida game, and you're going, okay, that's elite. Get him in that space with the ball in his hands, and I don't care who you're playing, Arkansas, Florida, OU, the Philadelphia Eagles. He's going to make someone miss. You get him one-on-one in space. And the key point you made there is the health factor. I don't know if anybody, took into account the extent of that ankle injury and trying to come back from that, but he's locked in and ready to roll. Let me go 5B, and I'm going to stay on the offensive side of the ball. Ryan Wingo, like this to me feels like we're kind of building to a Ryan Wingo game. A little quiet last week, right? Didn't make splash play, didn't get a lot of targets, a lot of touches, but he's a player that I think, especially if Bond's healthy and the attention you have to pay to Bond, Helm, Golden, right? Those options. I think this is where Ryan Wingo has an opportunity to make a play and leave a big footprint on this game as he gets closer to his hometown of St. Louis. He'll probably have some family there. The Wingos run deep.
Oh yeah, and they
roll deep.
They know Arkansas well, so it will be. You're right. There'll probably be a handful of Wingos in the crowd. And look, we reported over at orangebloods.com in the war room that Ryan Wingo is a guy that Texas wants to go out of its way to get going in this game. So
I need to go check that out.
We're all offense. It's yours.
I know.
It's Wingo. Go score a bunch of points.
And the reason being catch is simply because the Texas defense has proven what they are. And what they can do and how they can do it. And here's where they're at. Like, they're going to do their thing, right? I would be shocked. And again, you can go back and pull the tape. I'd be shocked if there's coverage bust, if they're giving up big plays. I mean, even if the run defense isn't better than it was in Florida, because I think that was maybe the one, bugaboo coming out of the Florida game was the run defense. So I expect PK to, and Johnny Nansen to tighten that up, but we know what the defenses do. The offense, we're feeling better about it, but not convinced to where it can be, So that's why we're all offense this week.
Guys, it's real simple. If you need a print job, if you need to print some T-shirts out, if you have a project for a school or a local team, groggydogonline.com, go to the website, just surf around a little bit. Check out the team, check out the services. You can reach out to Jeff directly. He's a big deal. He's corporate. He's listed. He is one of the big dogs in the company. And it's real simple. If you don't believe me, just go to the website. He's literally listed as corporate. Kind of a big deal.
And you know what? You call me. We'll talk Texas football, and then we'll get to Groggy Dog. I mean, I did
exactly. We'll talk Ryan Wingo with you.
Yeah, we'll talk Ryan Wingo.
If you want to get your T-shirt order made, you want to talk a little Texas football, and then order some shirts and some embroidery or whatever it is that your needs might be. They're there to take care of them. Guys, like, comment, subscribe to the page. Know that we'll be back next week when Texas will be hosting its final home game of the season. Holy crap. We're at the part of the year where it's senior day, but not quite. It's Texas v. Arkansas this weekend. For myself and Jeff Bowerman, we're Jeff and Jeff. We do this every single week. If you don't see this until after the Arkansas game, just come on around. Just watch. If you're this far in, you've seen the entire video. Just know we'll be back next week here on Orange Bloods Live. You guys have a wonderful weekend. And by wonderful, I mean go Texas, beat the crap out of Arkansas. We'll talk to you guys later.